wisdom teachers, gentle healers, and bold leaders of our global awakening. Welcome to the Joshua Jordan Experience. Listen to gather mystical insights for an extraordinary life.
Hello. I'm happy to be here again talking to you about something that's been on the mind of one of Joshua's team. I recently visited a delightful friend of mine, and he was saying that he would like to hear more about how we interact with those energies, those non-physical beings that are in our presence and yet not seen most of the time. So I thought I would do that today is share with you a little bit more about how we interact with our multidimensional self. You see, even though we consider ourselves human, we certainly are not trapped in the body. The body is fixed in space-time coordinates and a certain geography, and yet the spirit that you are is never trapped in your body. Now, I said never, and I do mean your spirit works in, through, around your body all the time and can dwell there as home as it wishes. And yet its whole self cannot be contained in a physical body. Just like I was saying about Joshua as an entity, cannot be contained in one single lifetime, one personality, cannot be done. So your personality, your spirit, your soul is not trapped in the body, but connected to it with love. You know, you have a unique energy signature. So when you're venturing out and about in the astral dimensions, your signature still belongs to only you and will always be recognizable. And your body will always claim it and allow it to return with ease. So when we recognize that we are already manifesting in the astral dimensions, in the non-physical dimensions of reality, then we can become more conscious of our experiences there. So let's imagine for a moment you had a loved one or a close friend who has passed on, and once in a while you hear them or you feel their presence, and you know it's very possible the consciousness of that being is with you and near you. And take those opportunities to talk to the loved one, to say hello, to greet them, to embrace to the best of your ability, to acknowledge that they are there with you, even though their physicalness has departed and you will not see them physically ever again. They never left. They're still here with you. And it will be so, even when that spirit or soul goes on to start designing perhaps another full life experience, whatever, and you will find that their unique soul signature from the lifetime that you experienced with them is eternal and infinite. So it exists forever, forever. You existed before you think you were born, and you exist long after you think you die. So that is true of all beings. So anyone who has crossed over that you want to be close to, tune in. Even ask them, come closer. Give me a sign so that I know when you're around. Like, what is, and keep it something benign. You don't want them to start slamming doors or moving stuff around, just keep it benign. Something like, oh, when you're around, I smell roses. Or, oh, when you're around, I feel this butterflies in my belly or something. Have them give you a sign that's easy for them to manifest. You don't want to necessarily prescribe. Whenever you're around, I feel a kiss upon my cheek. Well, if that energy isn't able to manifest that result, your sign won't come through. So ask them, what's an easy way for you to tell me you're here? And just feel it. Feel how your energy changes. And that's the easy way for them to say hello. Yeah, make it easy, just like you would if you were sitting talking to them. Yes. Now, we also interact with spirits that are intentionally trying to communicate with humans on Earth. So, if you want to be open to hearing what they have to say, that's a whole different thing. You start looking at your energy field as a big radio tower that you can dial into certain frequencies and receive through your radio tower, if you will, their messages. And sometimes from spirit, messages come in the form of visions. There are people who are clairvoyant, they get the visions. Then there are those who are clairaudient. I consider myself clairaudient. I hear spirit speak to me. I hear messages, not with my physical ears or in that type of hearing. It's a whole different type of hearing, same as uh, clairvoyance is a whole different type of vision than what you get with your stereoscopic eyes. It's visions implanted in the mind. And then there are those who are clairsentient. Their presence, they feel the physical, so their clarity is through body. So they'll feel maybe a tension here, or a coldness there, or a warmth here, or it's a physical manifestation for them when spirit is communicating with them. And I have also had physical experiences and some clairvoyant experiences, but primarily I rely on clairaudience. So if you want to develop your abilities to channel, you can do that. It can be done. And there are ways you can practice, and I would recommend um, following your intuition, right? Be intuitive. Long ago, for example, a spirit told me to start reading tarot cards. And I did, just because I wanted to gain the benefit of learning to read these tarot cards. I love tarot cards now, and I've been reading them for decades. However, what it taught me was how to interpret symbol language, or how to pick out what's most accented in a photo, to see what the message is. So when I do use clairvoyance and I get images from the spirit who's communicating, but no words, I have to know how to interpret those symbols and put them into words for the person I'm reading for. So I prefer, though, to work with spirit who talks to me, and that's Joshua. Joshua and I have a very special connection. And right now, I don't channel any other beings, but I have in the past. And if you want to channel, you can do it too. So please feel free to work on that. And if you would like to talk more about that, get a hold of me. I'll read you tarot cards. I'm joking. All right. The other ways we can interact with spirit is through imagination. You can imagine yourself in the celestial realms and produce the results of what it would be like to experience that. You see, imagination is our power to create. And if you want to create experiences in other astral planes or in celestial dimensions, that's beyond astral planes. So you're working in a whole different frequency. Again, it's like I am a receiver and I'm tuning in my dial to the frequencies I want to experience. Now, if you are working in other dimensions and something fearful or frightening shows up, generally, I'll be frank, that's a projection of your own shadow you're facing. It is not another entity that is evil trying to come after you. It is a part of your shadow saying, I am here, acknowledge me, I am real. And what do we do when shadow shows up? We embrace it. I love you. I love you. Wherever fear is present, love has the power to shift it. And in love, we can shift any energies we want to, even the fearful. So when you are exploring other astral dimensions, be there, not afraid. There is nothing in existence for you to fear. There is no evil or wicked spirit or demon who can possess you or take you without your permission. Now, I have heard of people who have had experiences that are quite frightening with what they called demons or the devil, and I've read these, and the experience for them was very, very real. And it's all based in the fear creation. What we fear most, we attract, right? What I fear most, I'm drawing to me. So I want to be aware of my fears when I am exploring other dimensions of reality. And if anything fearful shows up or frightening, remember you can also just say, Joshua, help me, and he will. It's the truth. But be not afraid. Nothing can take you, possess you, overpower you, or do any harm to you without your permission. So subconsciously make sure that you are in alignment with your good intentions when you go out and about in the astral dimensions. And also in dream dimensions, we encounter parts of the whole being that could be representative of a loved one who has died or a beloved pet. I see some of my past pets in my dreams, and I just enjoy being with them again as if it's real, because you see, the dream reality is a dimension of reality, and we often discard it as only a dream. No, it's never only a dream. Dreams have an existence in a reality that is different than the framework of the 3D experience of reality, because things manifest instantaneously with a thought. So if you can become a lucid dreamer, in other words, awaken in your dream and be conscious of it, then you can instantaneously create what you want to experience. Whenever I awaken in a dream, it's usually my goal to fly. I just love it. And the other option is, of course, to talk to someone who's died that I miss, so to speak. So that's another dimension of reality where you can interact with spirit beyond human. No, I didn't mean to say human, beyond the 3D experience. So this is what gets complicated, is that yes, we are human and so much more. We are human and beyond that. And because we are living a lifetime, which is fixed in time and space and happens for us without recreating it every day, then we start to think of this as real. Yes. When I'm in 3D, that's real. This is reality. Whatever happens here is real. However, this is just another dream state. It's just very slow in transforming thought to manifestation. It's very slow. And it does that on purpose, because in your dream state is where you can practice instant creation. Every thought will appear. So I've wandered around in my consciousness about how we interact with others in other dimensions. If there's someone you are missing in another dimension, call them, call out to them, welcome them, ask them to show you, how can I know when you are really close to me, present with me? And they'll give you a sign that you can trust and rely upon. And over time, that sense may change. It can evolve. Just stay in tune with the ones you interact with. So how many astral planes are there to wander in? I don't know. There are many. Joshua just says many astral dimensions of experience. In the very lowest levels of astral reality is where the ghosts hang out. And oftentimes your ghost is earthbound. So if you have someone who's crossed over and is earthbound, you will find them in that reality where phantoms and ghosts appear. Also, spirit guides walk there as well. So your spirit guides will be there. Oh, yes. I think my friend was also curious about how we get to know our spirit guides. How do we recognize them? And our totem animals and so on and so forth. Well, um, just be open. Again, open your senses because you may feel them, you may hear them, you may see them in a vision. So open your senses and ask, Spirit Guide, if you had a name I could call you, what would that be? And the name that first occurs to you, use it. All right? It's not that hard. It's very simple. Use the name that first occurs to you. Don't go, oh no, that can't be your name. What is it? Because then you're saying, I don't trust my intuition. I don't trust that I'm hearing or listening or seeing or feeling. You see? So trust the answer that comes to you. Totem animal. Animal that is my spirit guide. When I say totem animal, that is what I mean. I live in the Pacific Northwest, so we have a lot of native influence here. But when I say totem animal, I do mean the animals I am connected to manifesting on the earth. Who are they? What are they? And open yourself and remember, or just simply ask yourself, what animals call to me that I just can't resist? For some people, it's butterflies and dragonflies and insects that crawl. And for other people, it's the birds, some of the birds that fly, or certain four-legged animals upon the earth. You know the ones that you've loved since childhood, the animals that have called to you. Just trust your intuition. Your whole self is in communication with you at all times. So the animals that you are connected to you. You will feel them. You will know when you are connected. And the same with spirit guides. Trust them. Ask. I actually have three guides that have been with me fairly consistently since my 20s. But there was one that was before that who's moved on. And that's acceptable. That happens. It's like they get another job. Congratulations. Let them move on peacefully. All right. I've rambled a great deal about multidimensional being. It is something I can talk a great deal about. So let me see if I can bring Joshua through, if he might have something to say about this. Hello, beloved one. What a joyful subject this is. For in these moments you begin to recognize your whole self. I am one with all that is. Deity, I am that too. Creator of all that is, I am that too. Feel it. Allow yourself to lean into it. The environment is peaceful when you know that all that is you. All that you can imagine is real. All that you know of and beyond is connected to you. And you have eternity to explore that, to experience that. You have eternity and infinity to enjoy your journey of discovery. And being human is not a lesser being by any means. Being human is divine. Being human is to be a God on earth. And that is what you are. You are a creator And in this reality, as you can awaken to your power to create, the more you will experience your whole self. Anything you can imagine, everything you can imagine, anything you know, everything you know, you are that. And at any moment you can tune into it and be it. Be the deity that you are on earth. And may all of your creations be blessed. I will conclude my comments with that. I love you. I want to remind you, let the light grow, because you let love show. And may your life be fun. May you live in integrity with your whole self, being authentic and peaceful, knowing that all is well. I wish you a good day.
Thank you for listening. We hope you heard something to ponder and gained inspiration for your journey. Please join us again next time. Joshua says, let the light grow, let love show, and let your life be fun.